And I'm back with more Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. We're keeping on going with this investigation. Okay. Oh! Mr. Wright! Hello, Maggie. Did they finish questioning you? Wasn't it just unbelievable in court today, sir? I'm gonna stay up all night and blog about everything that happened. Weren't you scared? It's pretty much touch and go in there. Yeah, but you totally nailed that old man. Well, he was all over the place with his testimony. He's not the only one. What do you mean? Everyone else's testimonies don't match up either. Not with what I remember, anyway. Is it possible she's the only one misremembering things? Maggie, you know how you said that everyone else provided testimony that doesn't match up? Yup. There's just so many things that don't add up. The biggest contradiction's the other guy I saw. He was the one who slipped something into the victim's coffee. I'm sure it was him. But didn't Mr. Kudo testify earlier today that it was the waitress who put some white powder in the coffee cup? Do you really think it was this disappearing man that did it? Well, he's not the only thing that disappeared. The CD vanished as well. You know, that CD with writing on it. That MC Bomber, Maya. That name was scrawled in the sports paper as well. You never did find that CD at the crime scene, sir. Or the victim's medication. That's gone missing, too. Ouch, my head. This is getting way too complicated. You said that you passed out when the victim, Glenelg, collapsed, right? Yeah, it's so embarrassing. I mean, I used to be a cop. When I came to, the restaurant was buzzing with police. And before I knew it, they were going on and arresting me, sir. So between the time the victim collapsed and the time the police arrived at the crime scene, you have no idea what went on? No idea at all. Is it important? The other witness, the old man from the park, was pretty much chased out. Chased out of the picture? What do you mean? Old CD wasn't inside the restaurant because he was told to go call the police. Exactly. And you were unconscious. That means Mr. Armstrong was alone in the restaurant for a brief time. No! You don't think Mr. Armstrong set me up, do you? When you consider the facts, it's hard to imagine Mr. Armstrong isn't involved. It's like the master biting the paw of the dog that it feeds. Are you sure about this, Mr. Wright? Well, the old man did say as much when we spoke to him. I don't know. The things that the old man says don't add up. Maggie looks like she's trying to figure something out. Maybe we should ask exactly what she knows about him. Oh yeah, I got something you're gonna love. Really? What is it? A lunchbox. Oh, wow, weenies too. I can't believe it. Thank you, sir. Did you make this just for me? No, it was Detective Gumshoe. No, Detective Gumshoe? He's really worried about you. It looks like he put a lot of effort into making this. I can't accept it. Detention set of rules. No gifts allowed, sir. Oh, come on. The rules are the rules. I'll lock you up if you break them. Somehow, when the next cop turned waitress says that, it seems a whole lot scarier. Anyway, I hate weenies. Oh, it's all yours, Maya. You can enjoy it too, Mr. Wright. But she's right. It's better than letting it go to waste. But, well, I guess so. Well, how was it? Right at the spot. I love weenies. Oh, good. I'm glad you had them. It feels like forever since I saw a witness as slippery as that old man. His It's not really that bad of an old guy. Still, I feel a little uneasy. I thought you said you felt much better. Maggie, is there something on your mind? Especially if it has anything to do with Mr. Kudo. Roger, I'll spill it all. Is there anything about Mr. Kudo's testimony that stood out? Actually, yeah. The fact that he was even testifying to begin with doesn't quite what? Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table... It's true there was another customer in the restaurant. We know that already. But I can't really say it was an old man. Then how about calling him a really old, middle-aged man? No, age wasn't the issue. The other customer was a woman. Are you sure? Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. So what did this woman look like? She was actually sort of creepy. And she had this kind of cackling laugh. Creepy, cackling. Why do I get the feeling I've come across... Yeah. Well... Well, whoopsie fucking doodles. Main server just went up in smoke. When the heck is the press conference set up yet? The superintendent's here already. There's a problem with the internet too. I already told you to stop using your computer. But I'm watching videos. I'm catching up on soap operas. It's gonna have to wait. No, it just went so near going on. But, whatever. This place is really buzzing. Something must be going down. Huh? What are you doing here, pal? Detective. You can't be here right now. You'll be roped into the briefing if you stay. We got big problems here. Why? What's going on? It's a virus! There's a virus ripping through the precinct's computer system. We really need to ask you some questions. Okay, I'm going to say this once, so listen up. No matter how poor you get, never borrow money from this place. Okay. You got money trouble. Just gonna diet of instant noodles and hang in there. We're not thinking of borrowing money, we just want info. Oh, is that all? Tender lender is considered even fishier than the average illegal loan shark. And it seems to run into trouble just recently. Those guys have been practically heavy-handed, calling in all their debts. Really? Don't go poking your nose in their business, pal. You really regret it if you upset that lady. Wait a minute. That lady? Who's this lady? Well... So what exactly is a computer virus, Detective? I don't know. Look, I just go with the flow, alright, pal? You thought detectives were supposed to be somewhat knowledgeable. What's with that face? You think I know what a virus is? A computer virus? Sure. I mean, only in simple terms. Really? Wow, you know everything. Yeah, I'm gonna call you Dr. Wright from now on. Don't you agree, Dr. Wright? Why do I get the feeling they're making fun of me? Okay, fine. I'm no expert, but I can at least explain the basics. A virus is a program that gets inside a computer and causes damage. What, you mean it makes the machine go boom and explode? No, the damage is internal. So the inside goes boom. Imagine all of the case data you got stored on your PCs here in the station. A virus could wipe all that out. That's the kind of damage I'm talking about. Oh, that's scary. Yeah, and that's what's even more scary is these viruses are infectious. Infection. Most computers are connected together via network, right? A virus can move from one machine to another over a network. So the virus just keeps spreading faster and faster. Just like a real one, huh? But Nick, why would anyone go and make a program like that? It takes ages to type all that data. Why would anybody want to destroy it, pal? People don't infect their own machines. They send it to the viruses to someone else. That's horrible. I get it. It's like you sneezing on Mr. Godot so he catches a cold. And then he wouldn't be able to turn up in court because he's sick. You really shouldn't do stuff like that, Nick. It's wrong. Huh? What? That's what a computer virus is. A bad program that causes damage. And all the different viruses have names, right? I feel like I've heard that name of that virus we caught somewhere before. A girl that works over at Tenderland. You want to stay away from her, okay? I mean it. She does look kind of unforgiving. That should be the least of your worries, pal. What is that supposed to mean? What could be worse? Her name's Viola Cadaverini. She's the only granddaughter of Bruto Cadaverini. Bruto Cadaverini? Do you know what that is, Nick? Never heard of him. Bruto Cadaverini is the boss of the family. That's bad. We can't touch them. They're way too powerful for the police. But you're thinking of taking them on, aren't you? No, I don't remember saying I'm gonna. Better get some info about this family. Oh, that stupid name, I remember now. It's okay, Maya. That name's scribbled on a piece of paper. That's the name of the virus, it's MC Bomber. Yeah, the virus that just infected every computer station's me MC Bomber. I'm not sure if I really want to get involved in this, but who are the Cadaverinis? Who are they? A scary bunch of people, that's who. You're a cop and you're scared? What's that about? Trust me, doesn't matter if you're a kid or a cop, those guys are scary. They get some serious clout in the criminal underworld. We can't touch them, and they got too much moolah. They pretty much control all the cash in the city's black market. Black market. And that includes Tenderlender, I guess. Sure it does. No one stands up to Cadaverini, and I mean no one. Interesting. So Viola's the granddaughter of some mob boss? Yeah, and everyone knows how much Bruto loves his little girl. She means everything to him. So how'd she end up at Tenderlender? I don't know, pal, but I heard she and the boss are pretty tight. That's what it says in the file I read related to the case. Sounds pretty important. We already know about the MC Bomber virus from a while back. A group of criminals issued a series of demands to the head honchos of law enforcement. They threatened to release the virus if their demands weren't met. Who were they? I don't know. Some hotshots from the criminal underworld be my guess. Now the virus has been released, huh? Yeah, it's in every computer and every public office in the city. Everyone's going nuts! They're hopping around like they're dancing at a carnival. All this stuff about criminals and viruses, it's almost like we're in a sci-fi movie. Apparently, the programmer was a real genius or something. Focus right now is tracing the root of the virus in the black market. Did someone put this virus up for sale? Yeah, and because this one's pretty fucking powerful, they're estimating the price tag was in the millions, pal. A virus can be worth that much? Nah, I can't believe it. I almost forgot the most important thing. You know, the lunchbox. How'd everything go? Lunchbox? You remember. I hate weenies. Oh. So, how did my weenies taste after they went down the hatch? Well, it was delicious. Is that what she said? Really? Well, no. Don't worry about it, pal. Figured something would happen, so I came prepared. What do you mean? I made a jumbo. Do me a favor and deliver this. Sure's a heavy burden in more ways than one. I could just imagine Maggie's little eyes sparkling with joy when you bring her that one. Weenies again? Tell him we ain't gotta eat those too. I can't eat anymore. Okay. I think I can do the... Yeah, I think I can do this last couple of things. There's 2 more things left, I think. Nope. Damn. Ah, stop it. Oh. So, how about you tell me what kind of trouble Mr. Elg was in? I'm sorry, sir, but we don't deal with troubleshooting here. Perhaps you'd like to speak with someone in customer service? What's he talking about? Guess I'd better take a shot and see where it gets me. Miss Basil, let me ask you something. Did Mr. Elg's trouble have something to do with this? What is this? A lottery ticket. There were a ton of these on the victim's table at the scene of the crime. And what is the relevance of this? Mr. Elg had a gambling habit, didn't he? I don't think that's a logical conclusion based on the facts. Everyone dreams of being rich. Even I listen to the millionaire radio. She's right, that's a bit weak on its own. But Mr. Elg's gambling wasn't restricted to the lottery, was it? The lottery, horse racing, he bought a lot of those tickets and lost a bunch, didn't he? That's gotta have hurt his wallet pretty bad, don't you think? Maybe he had enough and it was serious trouble. Uh-oh. No! You're right, he did have a gambling habit. You good people must not follow his example, do you understand? Trust me, even if I wanted to, I don't exactly have the money to buy it. But if you win, there's no problem, is there? And Glenn had a winning ticket, didn't he? For $500,000? Yes, but it's hard to imagine how he could have been in trouble then. It's true that he had won $1 million, or $500,000 in the end. But that was his first stroke of good luck. He was in deep trouble before that. Deep trouble? What do you mean? His real problem was with someone or something more terrifying. Furio Tigre, the boss of a loan office. Tender lender? People with businesses should think harder before naming their offices. Like you're one to talk. Well, our firm is doing very well at the moment. I don't think we need to borrow money. She's weirdly shifting around the floor all the time. No, I mean Mr. Elg. You think Glenn had something to do with Mr. Tigre? I'm sorry, I don't know of any of this connection between the two of them. Really? Because I've got proof that Mr. Elg and they knew each other. Did I not get it? Shit, did I not get the calendar? Well, I feel dumb. Damn it. Well, it should be right there. Well, let's get back to it then. Okay, let's dive back in, I guess. Well, I feel dumb. Furio Tigre, known as the Tiger, is a boss in a loan office. This is who Mr. Elg was going to meet with the day of the murder. And the only thing a loan shark would want to talk with him about was his debt. No! It's true that Glenn had racked up a bunch of debt due to his gambling habit. About $100,000, I think. 100,000? Ouch. But I heard that he won the lottery, so he should have been in the clear. Shame Maggie couldn't have had a bit of that good luck. Okay, so the guy got lucky and won the lottery. But what if he hadn't won? What was his plan then? Well, this isn't easy to say, but he said he would have used his talents to repay the money. His talents. I suspect he was talking about his programming. Well, a computer program is worth $100,000. Perhaps you good people should leave so I can get back to my work. I'm so close to cracking her this program in question. Was it this? Well, this is it, isn't it? This is the virus that's been infecting computers worldwide as we speak. MC Bomber. No! Glenn's head had more processing power than any computer. But it had also been infected with a gambling virus. Glenn was in too deep. You mean he was in debt? Yes. $100,000, I believe. It's not an easy amount to repay. So, he said he was going to take some extra work, something a bit risky. Maybe he was going to become a waitress at Tribulations. No! Where did you come up with that idea? So it's safe to say Mr. Elg was the creator of this virus. The MC Bomber, yes. It was a work of genius, in a bad sort of way, of course, but still genius. Something like that would probably fetch several $1 million on the black market. Gumshoe was right. This date, December 3rd, is marked on his calendar. This was his deadline for repaying his debts. I guess we won't be needing these anymore. Use the trash can, Nick! Tender, let's go. Bye-bye, computer lady. Oh. Do I have everything? Oh. I didn't finish. I hate when I do that. It's always something, god damn it. Yeah, no. Oh! A stupid name. Did I miss something? Are you putting us up for sale? Who cares? My phone he was writing. If I head back to the park, he'll be there again. Okay, so that's a hint. I'm missing something because there's supposed to be some sort of repair bill or whatever the fuck somewhere. I must be missing it. check this out. Wouldn't get too close. My phony might be lurking somewhere nearby. Just imagine, loose in the city. Meanwhile, the real Phoenix is like an abandoned chick in a vast urban jungle. Huh? Don't worry, someday you'll grow up and become a ferocious tiger too. Don't lose hope. I'm supposed to have a repair bill. Weird. What the heck? Oh. Uh-huh. I was right. I keep missing things, and I don't know why. If you're going to use a guide, always make sure to check every single thing about a guide. Let's see. Hey, wait a minute. There's a piece of paper sticking out from there. A repair bill? Wait, 15,000 to replace a bumper and a... Dude! Cadaverinis. So it's not even about the tiger's car? Why would somebody have a repair bill in the tiger's office? There we go. Yay! Yeah, I got it. Alright. I just had to look in the office some more. I'm smart. I'm totally smart. Oh dear. You said that the bandage around your head was from an operation? You also said you suffered a fatal injury, correct? Yes. The operation was very difficult, apparently. And by fatal, you mean you were hurt very badly somehow, right? Did the injury in question have something to do with this? I have here a car repair bill. From this, it seems pretty obvious that this car was involved in an accident. Let me see that. This bill was made out to the Cadaverinis? I don't think I've ever introduced myself. Tell me, what do the Cadaverinis have to do with me? Something tells me she's not about to say hi and introduce herself. Okay then. I know exactly who you are. Viola Cadaverini. You sustained that injury in a traffic accident, didn't you? Happened about 4 months ago. I was driving in one of our family's cars when someone pulled out in front of me. It was a motorbike or something like that. I don't remember much. Anyway, I swerved to avoid it, but I took a blow to the head. A bad one, I can imagine. So what happened to the person on the bike? I'm guessing they didn't get away with injuring the Viola Cadaverini, right? I don't know what happened to them. They ran away, or so I heard. Ran away? If they stayed, I would have... Is it possible? Could the person who did the hit and run could have been... It was this man, wasn't it? He was the cause of your accident. It wasn't Don Tigre. I refuse to believe it. We collided, the motorbike and my car. But Don Tigre isn't injured at all, is he? It was the tiger who caused Viola to crash, I could feel it. Plus, one of her locks just broke, so she must suspect it was him, too. I'm sorry, Mr. Cadaverini, but I have proof that the tiger was involved in a traffic accident with his bike. It's not exactly a motorbike. But Mr. Tigre does ride down on a scooter, doesn't he? And you'll notice that the front wheel guard is badly damaged. Miss Cadaverini, you know the truth, don't you? The repair bill was paid by Furio Tigre. The Cadaverinis have known for ages who caused the incident, haven't they? It's possible, perhaps, somewhere inside me, I knew that was true. I knew it. But Don Tigre still saved my life. The operation was very complicated and very expensive. How much are we talking? Very, very, very expensive. She seems kind of hesitant. I should back off. Well, it was the tiger who paid for it, right? After I recovered, Don Tigre told me. He said he paid for the operation because he cared about me. I believe him. But do you honestly believe that to be true? You want to know what I think? I think the reason he paid for the operation was because of you, or because of someone else. Perhaps I shouldn't be saying this, but your grandfather controls a lot of dubious cash, right? And you're his beloved pride and joy. Sure, I don't know exactly how much the operation cost, but if you weren't the granddaughter of Mr. Cadaverini, do you think Mr. Tigre would have paid that money? $1 million. 4 months ago, I was in a traffic accident. That's why I needed the operation. When I woke up, they told me it was nothing serious. It was a simple procedure. Well, I guess if she recovered in 4 months, it couldn't have been that bad. They said the operation cost $1 million. $1 million bucks? My grandfather ordered Don Tigre to pay $1 million in compensation. Compensation, huh? It's underworld lingo for paying to settle a score. Basically, pay or get in serious trouble. But $1 million bucks? This has to be related to our poisoning case. I wanted to believe him. I wanted to trust what he said. He said he had nothing to do with my grandfather being Bruto Cadaverini. I wanted to believe he helped me because he cared about me, not my grandfather. But I knew that wasn't really true. I'm sorry. What he did to get that money was evil. He said it was all for me, so I helped him. You helped him? In what way? Here, take these. Medical papers? I'm Bruto Cadaverini's granddaughter. He had to pay compensation. He was made an offer he simply couldn't refuse. I feel kind of bad, you know? It's inexcusable. There are two things I consider inexcusable: poisoning and betrayal. Only a coward would hurt people using either of these tactics. Is everything okay, Nick? We should get going. Right after we finish our espresso. I won't need to convince Viola of anything else, so I guess I can get rid of this. Hey, bonjour! I've been waiting for you to return. Mr. Armstrong, good timing. I was hoping to find you here. We have a few questions. Well, he ain't got nothing to say to you, fellas. It's Zineb. Who you calling Zineb? Come out from under the table already. Okay. Hand it over. You just gonna play games with me? I don't recommend that. Those medical papers now! Uh-oh. I think he wants their papers back. You mean this? $1 million medical papers? Miss Cadaverini trusted you. That's why she said that she helped you. Forget about that. girl's dumber than an eggplant. You just want to know what's sad? As I'll tell you, and it ain't just a face. She thinks she's got power because she's Bruto's little girl. Now that's sad. I can't let you have these. Tomorrow in court, I'm going to expose what you did to get that $1 million. You crazy or something? I don't care if you're gonna give it me or not. There's 2 of us here. You got that? 2. Oui, Mr. Armstrong, forgive me. I cannot argue with him. Ow! Zeno, you's got. I'll be taking him now. Armstrong, get the lighter. Don't take it too hard, Phoenix, right? That was so stupid. Those medical papers were vital evidence. Hold it, pal! Detective Gumshoe. Detective? You think you're gonna stop me, copper? Beat it! Come on. You guys get out of here. Leave this to me. Go! Take this. You get hurt? Who's gonna look after Maggie? Thanks. Wait, Nick, don't leave me behind. I'll get even with that guy tomorrow. Tender lender's going down. You guys gotta watch, right? 'Cause it'll be in the next episode. Thanks for watching.